All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. It's Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026. This is the Indoor Farmer Reviews, episode 165. It's 1 o'clock Central Time. Guys, we have a special guest with us tonight, and we're going to introduce him in just a few minutes. Let me play this intro, and we will get this party started. If you could help me out, hit the like button, share it out with some friends. That's what I'm going to be doing. So we'll be right back in about 5 minutes, guys. Let's review. It's Indoor Farmer Reviews. Let's go.
Stuck inside most days, grow lights humming low, tinted rows of green beneath that artificial glow. But once a week he breaks out, camera in his hand, hits the streets and back roads of this forgotten land. Small shops pop up, markets, voices loud and proud. He's chasing stories no algorithm ever found. He's trading solitude for the roar of the crowd. Gonna bring it all back home somehow. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, rolling out to see what's new. From the booth to the screen, he's bringing it to you. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, faces you might never meet, places you might never reach, right from your seat. Yeah, the Indoor Farmer Reviews. Local brewers, candle makers, farmers selling jars, artists with their tables underneath the open stars. Wayland walks the aisles, asks the questions we'd ask too. Snaps the shots, records the laughs, keeps the moment true. For the ones who can't get out of wheels or walls of pain, he opens up the window, lets the world roll in again. He's living for the ones who stay behind, showing them the world is still kind. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, rolling out to see what's new. From the booth to the screen, he's bringing it to you. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, faces you might never meet, places you might never reach, right from your seat. Yeah, the Indoor Farmer Reviews. He started just to get some air, escape the grow room walls. Now every mile he drives becomes a bridge for all. One man, one lens, one live stream glow, turning strangers into friends we'll never know. Thursday night, the chat lights up, the community tunes in. Waylon's back behind the lights, wearing that tired grin. Replays every highlight, tells the tales he found. While the world spins outside, we're gathered round. Small dreams getting bigger with every view. That's what the Indoor Farmer came to do. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, rolling out to see what's new. From the booth to the screen, he's bringing
All right, we're back. We're back. Let's go. It's Tuesday. It's just, February is just budding, if you will, and it's kind of still snowy and frosty out here today. So, I don't have a a lot of want to go outside. And so what we're going to do today, we're going to have a wonderful special guest, sponsor guest, and also a good friend. And you know what? There's a bunch of things coming up soon outside. That's kind of why I was bringing up, the outside. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot coming up soon, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to get into it, guys. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, episode 165. It's now 1:08 Central Time, February 3rd, 2026. Tonight, or today, we have special guest Master Roachee on with us today. Master Roachee, as you can see, my long, slow runner here. We got Master Roachee in the back here. What's up, my friend? Hello. Namaste.
Namaste, Waylon. It's great, brother. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share some time with you, my friend.
Yeah, I like having a brand new guest, but I also like returning guests. And of course, we have you sponsor game night, and so we have a connection there. But even just being that you've been on the show before, it's a good time to sort of like recap and be like, hey, what's been up? It's been a while. Like how are things going? You've had a lot of ups and downs, like Mother Nature and whatnot. So we're gonna get into it. And so yeah, MasterRoacheesGarden.com, everybody. Hit that like button, guys. Share it out with some friends. We've already got 14 in the house. Let's try to double that, and we'll do a door prize. I'm going to get the door prize wheel set up here while we chat, if that's okay, Matt. And then we'll rock it out. So
Wonderful.
I don't even know where to start now. I mean, the last time I've had you on, it's probably been a year or so, I would think, and a lot's happened to you. Tell me again. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit of a stoner. What happened? Was there like a tornado, a typhoon? What was it? What happened to you guys? Wasn't it like what?
Yeah. It's been a crazy year on multiple fronts for us, and yes, we had a tornado that came through, and we were incredibly fortunate. All of the houses around us sustained major damage. Some were absolutely destroyed, and we were in the middle of it and basically were left untouched. We had a dent in our gutter, and it broke the antenna on my van. Uh,
Wow. Yeah,
but
that's lucky.
yeah, the house across the street from us was obliterated. The house next to us, it picked up the roof and shifted it. Yeah, there was devastation all around us. Again, we were extremely fortunate that we didn't sustain the damage. Dollyweed, Alice, hello, Merle.
Yes.
Look at all of these great people in here today, Waylon. You've got some wonderful people.
So they're coming in all over the place. You won't be able to see the comments from Facebook on
All
here,
right.
but we've also got 5 people hanging out over on the Facebook. If you guys want to come over here on the Rumble, Master Roach, you can see the comments a little bit easier as well as I can. I mean, I have 2 devices to do all that, but it's just a lot. So I thought we'd do a couple fun things. I mean, obviously, we don't want to, we're not just going to talk about just business. We're going to talk about cannabis a little bit today. I'm going to do something I've never done. I made some bubble hash. We were talking a little bit about it before the show. I'm going to put it under the microscope,
Ooh,
and
ow.
we're going to see what does that do? What does that look like? You know what I mean? I have this like digital scope I can put up on the screen here. Go ahead.
Oh, cool. If I am flinching and whatnot, it's because I have a black fur goblin on my lap that is wanting to make biscuits. So,
Oh,
yeah. So if you see me wincing every once in a while, that is the cause of my pain.
so I almost don't want to ask this, but you made me think. I'm not sure what making biscuits is. Does that mean like hawking up
It,
one or?
it's where they
Oh,
they stretch their claws and massage
I was
and
going a whole nother direction with that one.
yeah,
That's
uh,
funny.
just when they get very comfortable.
All right, I'm gonna
Well,
sit here.
number
Just a second.
blue. I hope things don't get too weird for you.
Chris. That's Chris over there on the Rumble. All right, so I do have a little. I'm gonna smoke. We're gonna smoke a little bit of this bubble hash, and about we got 7 minutes for a 420 that's somewhere. I don't know where, but maybe Hawaii. Hawaii, possibly 420 in Hawaii. Okay, can you see that at all?
Yeah, in the corner. Yes, there we go. We're starting to see a little bit
Oh,
more.
starting to get zero it in a little bit here.
But the other thing that we've been through is all of the changing laws.
Yes, that's what we're gonna
And
get into for sure.
yeah, that has been crazy. And also, you were talking about some summer events
Yes.
coming up, and I am definitely ready for this damn weather to break. I don't like cold. I don't like snow. And right now, it's cold and there is snow, so I'm not a happy camper at this time. Basically, I am cold from October to June.
And not just cold, but you feel a physical hibernation kind of a like draw or a like a yearning to just go to sleep for a month. You know, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Wake me up when it's over.
Like a bear or something. All right,
Hmm.
I'm just gonna put me up here for a second. You can see a little wider shot. Yeah, I mean it's not bad. I guess I could maybe try and get a little closer with it, but that's okay. That's the first time trying messing around with it. So back to the so with talking about cannabis, we can talk about these laws and the craziness that you are going through now. I like that you're pivoting, but do you feel in any kind of way that um, okay, let me ask a different question. Are you also in the fight at all?
Oh
Do
yes.
you know what I mean? Like you're
Oh,
pivoting, right? Which makes sense, but you're not just like abandoning either. You're like,
oh,
hey,
oh,
let's, you know,
absolutely not. We are staying in the fight, and I mean, do I feel betrayed? Do I feel kicked in the balls? Do I feel that my government has let me down? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because when we started this business, I was very, very careful to be absolutely compliant with the Hemp Act or the Farm Act.
right? Going by
In
the
fact,
book, right?
yep,
Going by the book.
we were one of the very first companies that did voluntary third party testing and posted our COAs for everybody to see on our website. I mean, we were leading what should be the right direction of reputable companies, and thought we were doing quite well. And then, uh, let me explain, everybody. We are based out of Indiana. We are a prohibition state. In fact, I'll
Hmm.
get into that a little bit later. Uh, so I could not work with Delta 9 products. But that's not really where I was going personally. I was into the cannabinoids themselves and the benefits and all that they bring to folks, and doing formulations based off of our full spectrum CBD. However, some of our best sellers, our Ambrosia Nights for sleep and our Groovy Days for anxiety,
Right,
are illegal because I use Delta 8. Now, not as a recreational uh, compound in this, but as Delta 8, I think can be used even better than Delta 9 in occasions of formulations. It's easier to work with. It has the impact that you want without uh, it's easier to control the mental high of
right,
Delta 8 than it is Delta 9. And with that being said, you can gain some great benefits. But by using Delta 8, that made our products virtually across the country, our two biggest sellers, illegal. Not to mention them changing the THC ratio in CBD products. They are all but eliminating full spectrum CBD. I'm understanding that Trump has asked them to to look at this, which I'm all for. But yes, it's we have basically shuttered that part of the company at this moment until we can figure out what's legal, where it's legal, what we can do, what we can market. Right now, we're at a full stop as far as our cannabinoid
Right.
yeah, products.
So it's, I mean, so many things. Like you, it's great that you have a way to pivot while also keeping that sort of put it on the back burner. Wait till things settle. Maybe things get better. I did watch a podcast on with Joe Rogan and Ron Paul, and I don't know if you saw that, but he
I did
mentions
not.
in there how, and he says a few times, like he basically, you can tell that he doesn't like them demonizing, people eating a hemp gummy. But he also mentions in there that the cannabis people hate the hemp people, and I think that's artificially created from the government. Like they put the people, they pitted each them against each other.
Yeah,
You know,
it is. It's funny. Oh, sorry, I kicked my
that
camera.
sounded like something broke.
um, come on, you're get down.
1 minute, 1 minute, guys, 1 minute. Go ahead.
You know, and it's a sad thing because hemp and cannabis should complement each other. I've said for years, hemp can save the world, and cannabis can save humanity. They're meant to work hand in hand with it, but everybody jumped on the medicinal or recreational portions of hemp instead of looking at the larger picture of what hemp has to offer. And yes, big cannabis and big hemp didn't think there was enough. They were getting enough of the piece of the pie. They wanted the whole pie, and so that started a lot of this. Well,
Cheers.
I mean, we also have the a fight between corporate cannabis and gray market cannabis. Everybody is fighting now, and it used to be we all supported and lifted each other up. Uh, you were in hemp, I was in cannabis, different businesses, different niche markets, but power, money, and greed all come into play, and we're no better off now than we were 10 years ago, as far as I'm seeing.
I'll be honest. I've always had a jaded outlook of the canna community, if you want to say it that way. It's I think if you want to define it, it's more or less loosely defined as a the connection of people online that you have, like your circle of friends online who use cannabis. But a lot of people think of it differently, and they think that everybody's out to help everybody, and that's never been true. Even since I bought, cannabis on the street, like even like you were getting screwed over all the time, like different reasons. Like people are always trying to take what they can, and get a deal, this and that, and like and so I just have never seen that. Well, everybody, is just, and so I try to cultivate that kind of situation. Like, and for me, it's important to find a win-win because I don't want you coming at me acting like you just want to help me. Like I just, like hold on now. Like I think, maybe that's a cynical in me, but I feel like, hey, what is it that you're getting out? Let's get you something out of this situation so I don't have to feel like any kind of way. And I think the cannabis community, a lot of people actually think or have a sort of pie in the sky idea that everyone just wants to help each other for the goodness sake. And it might make you feel like that when you have the first smoke of the day, but for the most part, people are still not necessarily selfish all the time, but yes, kind of for them, like trying to figure out how they can come out ahead, right? Go ahead.
Oh, absolutely, and unfortunately, that's part of business, and that's part of the human nature. But you know, we've got to look at maybe, and I think instant gratification has a lot of that comes into it.
Convenience. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of seeing the long term and big picture, a lot of people focus on the now, and what can I gain right here, right now, instead of building the relationships and working with others for the plant's sake. Uh, I'm an herbalist, and you mentioned pivoting, and you know, I got
Segue.
into right on. Uh, I got into all of this early on, and have always believed in the healing power of plants. So what I had developed for myself and family and friends and all over the years, we are going to start bringing out to market. And our first two products will be a toothache remedy that I've been told it just is so much better than anything that you can buy over the counter. I'm not going to get into the specifics on how it works and what it does, but it's an amazing product. And the other is a salve for any type of skin irritations, any type of skin irritations. And this is some of the most amazing stuff. I, Part of the formulation came from a very old doctor family friend that made his own salves and gave them or sold them to families. So I've changed the base. His originally was a petroleum base. Ours is not, but the healing mechanisms behind this is absolutely incredible. But those are two products to be looking forward to that will be launching probably in the next 60 to 90 days.
Nice. I'm excited, man. Those are like I want to know. I want to get a lot more into processing and making my own things like that. And so, actually, let me ask you a couple. I don't think I've ever talked to you about this. Like, when did you start learning herbalism? How old were you? Think was it middle
Um,
life? Was it when you were a kid or?
yeah, I mean, when I was uh, my first interest was peaked probably in middle school, and I was I was in Scouts years ago, and I've always leaned towards learning Native American traditions and living and a lot of this, and it brought me into the medicinal plants. Uh, Back when Scouts was a different type of Scouts, I
Right.
taught wilderness living, edible plants. So I've always
Wow.
been into this. And then I was very lucky to have neighbors that practiced, I guess we can say, the old ways. And I, they, she showed me a lot, taught me a lot about plants, about energy, uh, about different perspectives on how to see the world and how us benefiting from the plants and things that the earth gives us, how we can give back to the earth and improve. It's a symbiotic relationship. The better that we help make the earth, the more potent the plants are to help us become better. As we get better, we improve the earth, and it's cyclical. Uh, so that's kind of where I began back in seventh, eighth grade.
It's funny that during that podcast with is it Rand Paul, Ron Paul? I can't remember. I can't ever keep the two, his dad and him, straight. But he said something about regenerative farming, how it's more costly or something like that. No, it's not. No, it's not because there is a value that they're not adding into the equation, which is the value to your point of future benefit of the and then in the opposite direction, it's not just down to zero, it's actually a negative where the value is the ground is being devalued for the future versus just being sort of a neutral, or you know what I mean.
Well,
So
you go out west to some of these abandoned mining operations where uh, the soil's dead. from all
Right.
the chemicals and all. I mean, you might get a little bit of scrub growing here or there, but for all intensive purposes,
The
it's
toughest of
not
weeds.
sustainable.
Right.
You know, hemp leaches out a lot of the bad chemicals out of the soil. Plus, something that a technology that was developed and forgotten was rock dust, and it helps. Yes, spreading rock dust over fields to help replace the mineral content. Uh,
Oh,
it but it was kind of shut down by the the companies that provide fertilizer, because if you can do it with rock dust, you really don't need some of their fertilizers. It's simple and natural. It was pushed aside for
does it matter what rocks though? Sorry to
yeah,
interrupt.
a crushed rock dust that's spread across the
What
fields.
kind of rocks though? Like, well, maybe there's a specialization that could be made, and the fertilizer companies don't have to. They can be. Oh, we specialize in the right kind of rock dust. Here you go. You know what I mean?
I From the studies that I read and the research I did, they were pulling it from rock quarries, local rock quarries,
Mm.
and
So you'd want like a certain like mineral content in it. I guess I don't know. I guess I'm thinking too deeply into it, but it's
well,
just
yeah, I didn't get too far into the exact mineral content and how the soil tested before and how it tested after.
right.
But the
Sounds
big
good.
thing was that, well, this wasn't bioavailable to the plants in the form that it was being put on, so therefore it was pseudoscience. But the science does the tests and research does back it up. Uh, but yeah, I mean, a farmer goes down to the local quarry, gets a truck full of rock dust for what, a couple $100 maybe, and treats his fields instead of paying several thousands of dollars uh, for the same results. But again, it's technology and information that was lost to greed, power, and the desire to make a buck.
Have you seen some of these books or advertising? There's a couple of them, I think, books of like lost herbalist stuff. There's a couple on Facebook and stuff. There'll be this older gentleman, and he's like, we lost the old ways, and then here's my book, and there's a under. Have you ever seen these? I want to buy one, but I just feel like they might be BS. I don't know.
Well, I guess it depends on the author and their perspective on things. Yes, I mean we lose. I mean it's fascinating if you think about it. We have evolved technologically more in the last 80 to 100 years than the previous 2,500 years put together.
That is insane to think about.
It is. But along with all of the new technology that's coming out, yes, we are losing a lot of the old ways, maybe that weren't documented, that were handed down orally or taught one on one. And as we move more to a technological based society, a lot of the skills and knowledge that were passed down the old ways has disappeared. Multi generational living is a thing of the past. Um, even close family ties, you now know everybody's spread out. Instead of living in the same town as it used to be, people their whole life didn't generally live more than 30 miles away from where they were born, and that again has changed. So yes, we are losing a lot of information, and I think there are people out there that are trying to save and highlight some of the old ways and keep this knowledge available and maybe help educate a new generation. As far as the books, I don't know. I think it's probably a dice
Well,
roll if it's bullshit or if it's helpful information.
I'm gonna check one out, man. I definitely want to check one. Well, I want to learn about it though. Like just like I know there's a few of my friends, you and included, and several others that are getting into different ointments and salves, and it's I think it's positive. I think it's a good uh, I guess development with the internet, like a connection of people online who have this have not only have the knowledge but have a thirst for the knowledge. That's what I kind of found over the years with my show. Since I didn't know any of this stuff before I started the show. I did it at the same time, and
Right?
I find this weird sort of dynamic between in the chat. You'll have people that are many years experienced farmers and people who haven't even started how much I'm doing yet, and people just kind of this mesh in the comments about people giving advice and talking about different things, different methods, and it's kind of a cool pooling together of the those who know that have the knowledge and those who want to know, because everybody's got to eat, like I say all the time. But um, let's just say I put cow poop on my garden over the winter. Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful about that with the moisture levels and stuff. I'm sure Mikey knows what he's doing, but um, I remember seeing something about farmers now. They inject, if it's manure, fertilizer, they inject it into the ground versus having like spraying it everywhere, because it would puddle up places and then cause disease and other nastiness to go on.
I remember when they used manure spreaders, and they just went from the feedlot, scooped it up, threw it in the spreader, and drove it up and down the fields, and just let it sit on top, and then they would disc it in.
Yes,
So,
they're like making it rain.
oh
This is
yeah,
gold for our plants. Yeah.
so times have changed for good and ill. But what I'm really interested in, and
Lily.
uh, yes, that's Lily. She's
Okay. She said it's time for a bong toke. I think that's what she said.
that'll work.
Pretty sure that's what she said. I'm not sure. What do you guys think in the comments? Let's see a hashtag WTIF or maybe hashtag. Master Roachee's garden is a little long of a hashtag, but then MRG is a little short of a hashtag. You know, like I think 4 letters is kind of the
Well, just
minimum.
Master Roachee. Don't have to put the garden on there.
Well, okay, touche. Hashtag
Yeah,
Master
well,
Roachee. Yeah. Okay.
what I am really fascinated in is where I can take, again, once the laws straighten out, I am really interested in seeing how I can combine cannabinoids with some of the medicinal plant medicine that I've already been doing and developing. So I'm really wanting to blend uh, cannabinoids with some other stuff, both in tincture form and in salve form. So yeah, I've got a whole thought of a whole new emerging area where we
Don't give
are.
us your secret sauce now, but you can
Well, I haven't developed it yet, but I'm working on
point to Crystal and say, I only showed one person the formula and she couldn't see it.
it. Yeah, that's right. It's safe for
No
her.
offense, no offense, Mama Rochi. Um, you're like, here, look at this. But yeah, the people nowadays want to keep their like intellectual property, so you want to keep your formulas, but then at the same time, you want to try to help people and get them doing some of that themselves. So it's kind of it's a hard line to walk, and that's kind of how I felt, where I want to show what I'm doing, but at the same time, I actually want people to do similar things that I'm doing. But then that creates competition, which can be good, can be bad. In your world, though, to my point earlier about more, I'm seeing more people doing this. Like, do you find that you're seeing more competitors out there for different things? So I go to like a lot of these markets and stuff, and you sometimes will see 2 or 3 of similar item. At, you
Yeah.
know, so I don't know. Beard oil is top notch. I mean, I use it. Where is it? Right here. Right here, maybe. Yeah, I got this. I got it right here. Got some left in this. There's a little bit left in this bottle.
Oh, right on. Well, I think you have a bottle on the way. I think I
I heard
actually
that. Yeah.
I put it in the mailbox today.
Well,
And,
thank you.
and that's some other stuff that we're developing is our beard butter. We're refining it.
Hmm.
We're going to be bringing out the beard oil blend for ladies for their hair, so it's a little bit more
Yes.
feminine than the beard oil scents. And we have several other natural products in the health and beauty side, not just the medicinal side, also. There is a resurgence of people interested in trying uh, alternative methods and getting away from the over the counter crap that we're being sold. Dolly had something in there about a black salve
Sally
that,
is Rose, by the way.
pardon me?
Sally is Rose.
That's Miss
Okay.
Rose Booza right
Oh,
there.
okay. Uh, but yes, she said, it took better care of her. A doctor gave her some black salve, or a neighbor.
Oh, here it is.
And after yeah, there we go. After she put a pitchfork through her foot. Yes, and you know what? This is the kind of lost knowledge that our old doctors had, that understood that we're still kind of had one foot in the herbal side, but we're also doctors of medicine. And this is before the effects of the pharmaceutical company reps and all to telling the doctors what they need to prescribe for what. The doctors made their own decisions and sometimes their own medicine and gave it to their patients. It was whatever was going to heal that person, not was the kickback from the pharmaceutical company or from the insurance company, but what's best for the patient.
That's really what we got to get back to, because when there's and I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, money is evil, because there's actually more to that saying. But when you have money in anything, there are going to be opportunists who find ways to take more and make more. But not just that. There was a I saw this I saw this conspiracy theory video somebody sent me about St. Jude. St. Jude, like this whole thing about it. I don't even get into the conspiracy, but like secretly, started the hospital. They're experimenting on these kids and this and that. But they say practice medicine for a reason. I practice medicine. They don't say I'm an expert, doctor. Like nobody can say, like you can't be like a 10th degree black belt doctor. Like I mean, like
Right.
so people have to realize that they have to, anyway, go ahead.
And I think that's where kind of some of our modern Western medicine is failing, is there's less people practicing medicine.
That too, yeah, for sure.
That is and that's unfortunate. And I'm not saying all physicians or all doctors are this way, but I'm saying that we're losing a lot of the skills and the knowledge of the people that came before us. Now that also we are gaining all kinds of new therapies and learning new things. And is that bad? Not at all.
It is a
But
weird dynamic for both things to be happening at the same time.
right, yeah, and can't we have both? Can't we have a conversation of modern medicine and also natural alternatives?
There needs to be a marrying of the old ways and the new ways in so many aspects. And I could go on and on, but like, for instance, I don't know if I've ever talked to you about this, and some of you guys out in the audience have heard me talk about it multiple times. But my vision on combining things in ways that maybe weren't done before, and what I mean by that is I want my farm to be this. I want to have a large building on my property. I want to have a water tower that has a constant flow of water into the aquaponics system, but then I want to use a bunch of these different methods of getting water back uphill, basically, and combining old ways, combining kinetic energy and maybe some gym equipment. Get on an old bike and just be pumping that water back up, but get some hydroelectricity out of it, and just sort of this whole like merging of many ideas. I don't want to. It's a long vision, I should say, but yeah, it's just like anything could be sort of combined into that because I thought, heck, you could have a barber shop attached to this, right? And all that hair gets then composted somehow, like clean or filtered clean in some way, and then composted or whatever. Like there's all sorts of like things that can work together, but they don't really. They just throw it out, goes to the dump. What's We're just throwing out our energy.
Right.
What do you
Well,
think about? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, Big Mikey hit that heating pad, and yes, love peace and fish grease, my friend.
Ah,
So,
see a big mic.
right on.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll fire in the hole one more time for Big Mike, and the other yahoos from the Fire in the Hole gang came up on Sunday to play in game night. They invaded the game night, and it was a fun game. You know what? I meant to look at this already, but who won? Who won that MasterRoachiesGarden.com prize? That was littering out Ronald Blackwell.
Oh, we
Yes.
love Ronald. Ronald is a heck of a great guy. I love talking to him when we're out doing events.
Yeah, I've seen him in person a few times, and yeah, he's one of the only people that's bought my hat and shirt in person. You know, thank you. I don't know if I see him here today, but I do see some new names in the chat here. I'm adding you to the door prize as we go. So let me ask you what the next. I think Mama Roachee said you're going to a 420 event this year, right? 419.
Oh wow, yeah, we have. I'm getting involved in several different things, but yes, you know what? We had Eric Engelhart on the show a couple of weeks ago, and Eric is the owner and founder of Butthead Soil, and it is an amazing living soil. And he has a grow shop, and I'll tell you what, I've used his soil. It's amazing. It is. So I had him on the show, but he didn't want to talk about his soil. He wanted to talk about what he is doing in the community. Uh, a year ago, 2 years ago, they had some land next to the shop that they weren't sure what to do with, and they decided to put in a community garden. And this grow shop is not just about cannabis, but it's about growing uh, vegetables and fruit and medicinal plants and herbs. So the community garden went over very, very well at their location. They're going over to the next town, and they are going to be doing an event. That this is beautiful. It's 9 bands and vendors. And the cool thing is, now any vendors out there, this is going to be happening in southern Missouri. I'll get out all the information here in the next couple of weeks.
Sure.
But $50 donation for vendors. And you're in the door. It's $20 per person. There is 9 bands, and this is ran
Wow.
by a 501c3. All the money that's being raised is going to be doing community gardens in this town. And he is taking over for a gentleman that this was kind of his life's work, and he passed away a few months ago. And his only desire was to see somebody continuing what he has started. So they are coming in, they're cleaning out all of the beds, they're going to resoil them, and they're opening up and giving back to the community garden. So we're not only talking about uh, growing vegetables and giving back to our community. They have started a separate herb garden that's also a medicinal garden.
Nice.
Um, and we're talking about the power of plants, cannabis, growing, giving back. You may not be able to grow cannabis, but you may be able to participate in a community garden. And
Right.
wouldn't it be great if someday that these gardens could evolve to the point where we are having a community cannabis garden? So that is where we're going to be for 8. Oh, there we go. Yes, this Southeastern Missouri 420 fundraiser, and these are the bands. I will be I will be emceeing this event. So we're going to be there. We're going to be set up. I'm going to be emceeing, and you know what? This is something that you're not making money for a company or a group of people that's putting this on. You are helping build a community garden and supporting. And this is also a destigmatization program because we're wanting to show that cannabis users are not waste of space, that we are, good individuals. We work for the community. We support our plant. But beyond that, we're showing people what we can bring to the table. And this is so important for breaking that stoner stigma, where all they want to do is get high, watch cartoons, and munch on Doritos. We're out there in the community, and let us show you what our skills are. Not only do we grow cannabis and are very good at growing cannabis, but we're also very good at growing other things that benefit the community. Uh,
I'm
you
seeing
know,
that now. Yeah. I'm seeing more
so
people get into like open their mind to other things as they start to try to grow cannabis too, like from that angle. But yeah,
yes, we want to talk about all plants. Uh, and our focus has primarily been cannabis, but we want to open up people's eyes to what plants and growing can help you individually. It can help build and reunite a community over a common goal. There is so much that that our community, the cannabis community in general, has to offer. There are some of the most amazing people I've met or have been involved in the cannabis community. And we all have our gifts and our abilities and thoughts on you know personal growth and community growth. And I love to see this involvement.
I do too. Like I want more people to work together. I think there's always a way to make a win-win. I think we talked about earlier, but yeah, it's there's no reason we can't. Now, I will say this. I think I have a previous engagement that day. Um, but yeah, it looks like a good one. Alex Jordan is in the house here from Mythic Genetics. Shouts out. He says,
Hey,
"Bud
Alex.
by him and Mo." He's talking about Can of Craft 4. Have you heard of Can of Craft 4? He wants to get the Roachees down there to Can of Craft 4, but I don't know if you're even.
I,
Uh,
I haven't even heard about that. Alex, give me a call. Tell me all about it.
well, I'll be there, so we can actually talk about it for a second. I think it's March. Tell me again, Alex. I think March 23rd. I want to say, but I might be wrong about that. I hope you're still in the house. He did say that a few minutes ago. So yeah, it's in March, later March sometime. I think I wrote it down actually. In fact, so the 21st, if I'm not if I don't have this incorrectly, I have it down as the 21st. It's a Saturday in Missouri.
All right. Well, let's we'll have to look and see what we can possibly get worked out. And I've got a couple other things that I'm working on. And you've one is the burn and learn. And this is an amazing concept. I have been a part of this for a few years. in East St. Louis. Scony Collins puts this on, and it is a celebration of the plant. And
In
Burn and
person?
Learn, yeah, Burn and Learn is exactly what it is. It's half recreational and half educational. There are bands and vendors and all kinds of wonderful stuff that you can get and enjoy. But there is also all kinds of educational opportunities. We are talking to growers. We are talking to technology people. We are talking to with seed companies, with soil companies.
Sorry, I'm not
Oh,
telling you to stop. I'm just trying to get this to zoom in. Well, give me a date. What's the date?
we don't have it. We don't have a date set
Okay.
yet
I got this full
because
calendar. I want to fill it up with all
oh,
kinds of cool
well,
stuff
you
going
are
on.
we are looking for at Labor Day weekend. Still working out some of the details. The cool thing is, Scony has decided to take this nationwide. So for we are looking at taking the Burn and Learn to every legal state, where
Hmm.
we're bringing people in from the technology side of what hemp can do to the medicinal side of what cannabis can do and everything in between. There's music, there's education, and this is something I am super excited about. So more to come on the
That sounds
Burn
good.
and Learn. It's an event like I've only experienced through Scony. His vision for this is amazing. I love it. I've been to a lot, and so have you, a lot of recreational events and music events, and they are fantastic. But we're missing half of the story.
Hmm.
So we bring all of this together so you could be token on a number, digging the band, and learning how this amazing technology is going to improve your life.
No, that's awesome because there is some high tech stuff being done with hemp and with like not just I mean obviously there's a lot of high tech stuff out there that you can smoke, but all of these textiles and other sort of things, hempcrete, and I really want to use hempcrete as for landscaping. Does that make
Yeah.
sense? Because it's not great for load bearing, but I could use it for like for just I don't know. It sounds boring, but what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I have plans for a hempcrete home, uh, the concrete dome homes,
Okay.
and with the reinforcement, it wouldn't have to be load bearing, but the insulation qualities would
Yes.
more than make up. And yep, I've got a whole design
The heat too.
where
The heat retardant or the fire
oh yeah,
retardant. So yeah.
it won't burn. It's
Acacia.
well insulated. So yes, once I hit the lottery, then I will make this dream home come true.
Where would you, if you were to be able to choose? So it sounds like you probably don't ever want to leave Indiana, but if you were able to choose, where would you put a dream like homestead? Where would you do that?
Well, that's funny. I
You don't get a
Mama
vote right
Monkey says
now.
where it's warm.
Where it's
Uh,
warm, right? Right.
right. You know what? I don't know. I don't know.
Hard
I
choice.
would have to look and see what the overall property had to offer and the weather conditions and the trade off, but probably someplace a little warmer. I know that we ever thought about moving as far as business wise. It was down between Missouri and Michigan on where we would move if we wanted to find a friendlier business climate.
I totally get what you mean. You could that's probably. Oh, I didn't even think about that when we talked about the pivoting because that probably was in the conversation. Like, well, if we went to because this, let's be honest, all these changes happening nationwide won't necessarily be affecting the states that are already legal, at least unless the states those states then come up with their own legislation, which they're all doing all the time anyway. Like for instance, Illinois are constantly trying to change the rulings and who gets contracts and who gets licensing and everything. It's constantly changing. And yeah,
Unfortunately, Indiana has decided to go against the national trend. Instead of loosening cannabis and hemp laws, Indiana is tightening.
hmm,
There are bills right now that oh yeah, Michigan's not any warmer. No, we were talking about business climate wise,
you
but
clarified.
yeah,
Busting
especially
his
the
chops.
UP. Love the UP, but just not in the wintertime, and that means from September until August.
Fudgies, right? Fudgies, they call them in the UP. They call them the Fudgies because that's where they make a lot of fudge. I might be wrong about that. Have you heard this?
Uh, no, I love the UP. It's
I'm
beautiful.
not nothing negative, but I when I was in the military, we had 11 different groups or 11 different other companies send us random like any number of soldiers in order to fill our company up in order to mobilize it. Now, I don't know how that makes any sense, but for some reason they're like, "Oh, you need more people, so we're going to take people from." Oh, no, it was from 11 different states that people all like pooled into my unit, which is like I'm talking working right next to each other, not talking like a bigger group, right? And it's like it was very crazy. It was an interesting experience all in itself because yeah, we're at war and it's just kind of like crazy. Never been there. This is interesting. Wow. Okay, got my weapon here. But then you have this whole other layer of like talking to people from all over the country, like intimately, like on a daily basis, kind of working together. I mean, and there were people from Michigan that were there was like sort of a little bit larger group from Michigan, and they would talk about the fudgies. Like, okay,
Oh,
full up there, Diane. Yeah, I know there's probably some beautiful country all over, like Alaska and all up in there. I always thought of like the Dakotas because of like their laws and their freedom there is pretty highly rated, I guess. But it's pretty
except
cool.
for except for North Dakota. North Dakota is pretty anti cannabis.
Oh, really? I
Oh
haven't seen that.
yeah,
I
yeah,
just I just meant in general freedom, but I guess I never looked at it with cannabis. Interesting.
yeah. I mean, that's look. If you don't behave yourself,
Wow.
you're
Fuck
getting
man.
down again. Talking to the fur goblin.
What is it? What's it? What's the name?
The
The
cat's
cat.
name
Yeah.
is yeah Bean.
Bean.
The,
Wow. Oh,
the
oh,
Bean. One of my three black cats.
we have a friend named Bean that comes up on screen. Bean comes on screen, and he came on screen Sunday, and that was one of the Fire in the Hole guys. Shouts out to Fire in the
Oh,
Hole. That's funny.
well, Bean, here's
Oh,
your feline match.
catty, kitty doppelganger. Nice.
Yeah, it's Kitty Doppelganger.
Well, I actually have a number spin to do, and I don't
All
want to
right.
hold you up. If you down to hang out for a little longer?
You know
You get
what?
going.
I think I'm gonna split because I have a
Okay.
couple phone calls that I need to get on. But
Not a problem.
this has been wonderful, Waylon.
Yeah, it's great catching
Absolutely
up.
wonderful. And I've got a couple other announcements that may be coming forward
Let's hear it.
in a couple of weeks on some other collaborations. So I'll reach out to you
Oh, I see. Okay.
when those are ready to be announced.
Sounds good. So new products coming and all sorts of new things happening. So guys, go check him out at Master Roachee or his page Master Roachee's Garden on Facebook. And they also do a show. How many shows do you do now? You do still Monday and Thursday, or just Thursday?
Oh no! We cut back to one show. We're still doing our Thursday night vibes. Thursday night 9 o'clock, and you can find that on the Knock Network, Rumble, LinkedIn, YouTube.
All of them.
Uh, Yeah, I think we're everywhere except for X, and I just haven't activated my X account. But we're all over the place.
X annoys
Just check us out, and please, if you enjoy this, uh, give our Rumble account a like and a follow. That would greatly help. I would like to start doing more on just Rumble,
me.
but
Hit the comments after you get out of here with that account if you can.
yes, I can
Um,
do that.
and then that way people can click on it easier and just go to follow.
Fantastic. You know what? I thank you, Waylon. You are a beautiful person, my friend, and you have a great show and a great message, and keep it
Thank you.
up. I see some wonderful things in your future.
I'm trying. I'm trying. We're out here doing it. We try every day. I try to do something that's of value, and I learned something. So thanks for coming. Learned a lot of things, and we're going to be learning a lot in the future here with all these new products. So thanks again. We need to have you. I know you're a busy guy. We need to have you come up and play on the game night sometime because it's fun. It's not a. It's not.
I,
We don't have to be interesting or anything. We just play the game and have fun.
I will do that. Let's get something scheduled.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a knockdown drag out fight. But yeah, we'll see you later. Have a good one, Master Roachee from masterroachiesgarden.com, everybody. Do you need me to click? Do you know how to pop it out? There you go. All right, well, guys, we got about 14 or 16 minutes for another 420. So we'll be hitting that here in a minute. And thanks again to Master Roachee. Yeah. It's for his first time up on Rumble Studios, so I hope he comes up more often. I mean, anybody, I want to let you all know, anybody out there, other streamers and stuff, you can come up on Rumble Studios without having to have a Rumble account or log into anything. So I didn't know that for a long time. I thought it was the other way around, but hey, sometimes you're wrong about things, right? But okay, let's go to the number wheel. Let's check over here over on locals.com at my community, theindoorfarmer.locals.com. We've got a few additions here. We've got Miss Dollyweed coming in at number 12. Number 12. There you go, Miss Rose. And then we've got Miss Kim Marston coming in at lucky number 13. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, boom. Okay, let's add them to the wheel. 12, 13. We'll be looking for Master Roachee's comment in on the Rumble to get some clicks over there on his Rumble page. Alex, I'll be back shortly. Got to run. Okay. I was going to say, Alex, you want to come up? We can talk a little bit. Kasia, how are you? Are you still here? Let's see. What's going on in the Facebook chat over there. It's kind of dull. You guys should all just join. There should be 0 on the Facebook, and all 6 of you over here on the Rumble. We'd be hitting those 20s. All right, right now we're at 13. I will refresh one more time because a lot of people seem to want to go jump in there as soon as I'm looking at it because they're like, oh yeah. And that's why I do it on the screen. That's why we do it here. Awesome. We're good to go. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. And you know what I need to do? I need to play some music. We didn't need any music the whole time because there's never a dull moment when you got two the term blessed with the gift of gab comes to mind. I mean, Master Roachee's been doing his show for probably, I'm pretty sure, longer than I have, and he's definitely got that that personality. Everybody wants his hat, but that hat is a one of a kind. You can't have it. Can't have it. You could commission someone to build you a hat that's somewhat close, but it will never be that hat. We need to. Okay, at 1 minute, let's spin it for the subscribers. And if you haven't got on the door prize wheel, comment below. I'm gonna give everybody who's still on the Rumble when we do the door prize a second spot on the wheel, as long if you comment again at that point, which I don't know. It's not going to be right away. I do want to pull up and see if there's any events coming up like this weekend per se, and anywhere in the future. I wrote down a few already on my large calendar. I'm so proud of the calendar. It's going to be sad when I have to throw it away next year. I don't remember where I got it though. I'm like, man, I need one for like every year. This thing is cool. It's a cool one. It's a giant. It's like, I don't know, a 2-foot tall calendar, maybe 3 foot tall. Number 9, it looks like. Number 9, maybe number 11. Oh. Number 9 wins it again. Who's number 9? Kayla, congrats. Let's see some dancing bananas in the Rumble chat. Let's go. Let's see if anybody's jumped on. Brenda on the Rumble. Let me get you on the wheel here. I got you once on the Facebook, I believe. And backwards. And Kayla, that wheel is sitting on the right number. 11. Was that you? Okay, so now I guess I need to shut this off. Did you guys see the hash earlier? Let me pull this back up because I think that's worth a relook. Let's see if I can zoom it in. I am going to pull up the events tab though, because that's usually the best way for me to find cool like upcoming events nearby. Because I give Facebook credit for it because I don't know anywhere else I can do that at. But it is pretty personal to all the people that make the events. Like these are local small businesses, trying to get people out to their events, and sometimes they're pretty cool. Sometimes they're not like the craziest, coolest event, but they might be somewhat interesting. All right, let's check this out. Let's look at this. Can I get it like that? It's like, oh, I see. Help if you take the cap off, Waylon. It's weird. It feels weird to say my own name. Do you guys ever say your own name and it feels weird? I guess it looks pretty good, huh? I could make it there to Imperial. I used to live there. Okay. For the Craft 4, yeah, I'll definitely be there. I don't know if I'll have a booth. I guess I can, but it seems like a lot. Maybe this is what I'll try to do. I'll try to get some of my sponsors to give me some of your products and I can sell them for you at some of these events that are coming up. Because I'll have a table at a few events, or at least an offer for a table, and I have hats and shirts and things that I can put out. There's always room, to have a little bit of diversity. Can always work out a little deal or something, but I think that's really my only drawback. It's like, well, I want to have something else there for people to buy, because if you don't know me or my logo, You're probably going to look by, like a lot of people go by and look at it like, okay. Some people buy the hat because they think it's just like for weed, you know. It's not. It's not. Excuse me. Okay. Let me see real quick here what's going on before the next 420. Easter Easter pails and bunny tails. Egg hunt. No, I'm talking. We need this weekend, guys. We need this weekend. Here we go. This Friday, steak fry in Eureka. Ooh, a steak fry. Adults only. Beginners water marbling. Beginners water marbling. What does that mean? Water marbling? Oh, hey, Trent. Did I get you on the wheel? Trent. I did. Um, I sent you that flyer. Oh, okay. I got it. Thanks, Mama Roachee. Where was I? Over here. We got a pet supply clinic, free pet supply clinic. I don't think I'll need to go to that, but might be good. Village Inn tenderloins. Ooh, we got steak, we got tenderloins. It's making me hungry. Got seafood boil. We got Super Bowl Sunday at GBC. Oh, is that this Sunday? Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, snap. I guess I'll probably be playing video games or something. Nah, we'll still do game night this weekend, but I mean, I don't know if anybody's not there. It's just because they're watching the Super Bowl, so I'm not too worried about it. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, the Super Bowl. Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, I'm gonna try and do something Saturday that's worthy of next week's review. Lunch with Rami. Lunch with Rami. Ooh, who's Rami? This could be interesting. Like, can I interview you during this lunch with? Wait, is this a young kid? Who's this? Pop in to have lunch with Rami, sing your favorite song, and hang out with your favorite DQ crew. This this girl works at Dairy Queen and makes an event to get people to come through and have lunch with her. She's like, "Oh, I won't be having the lunch with you. I'm on a shift. you're with me here in the building, though." Is that what's happening? What is going on here? This is intense. What is this picture? Is this Rami? Is that Rami? She's gonna be there? Wow. This is interesting. It's Saturday from noon to 2. Oh, she's K-pop. She's a K-popper. It says right here, K-pop. I'm not a K-pop, uh, wow. Oh, Dominic's in the house. We could go talk to the K-pop gal. It'd be fun. I could be live. I could go live. Get a little. Bring my little tripod and like, okay, we're live. What's K-pop? You have to go to Dairy Queen now just to see, right? I might have to go live and do it. Just have my phone somewhere like in a pocket in front of me to just be live, and they don't know it. I'm just like undercover. What's K-pop? This Saturday, the Picker's Daughter Valentine's shopping event. Little Blackhawks learn to play. I could play with the little Blackhawks some hockey. Like, okay, I might be the tallest one here, but don't take it easy on me. Super Bowl LX Patriots versus Seahawks. Well, that's who's playing. Okay, those are football teams. Let's see, 38 Special playing at the Civic Center. I hear they're pretty good. Friday. Glow night plus DJ plus fun and games at the Putt Club in East Peoria. This sounds interesting. I don't have my son this weekend, so I'd be kind of creepy going by myself. Who wants to putt with me? You mind if I go live? Morning or more lights, live DJ, glow balls. We're all gonna have glow balls with enough microplastics in them sit here soon. Uh, the Putt Club. Is this outdoor miniature golf? What am I looking at here? Is it just for bowling inside? This is Saturday night, 6 to 10. We're going to the alley. Going to the alley from 6 to 10. I don't know. This could be good. This could be good. We got 2 minutes. Got 2 minutes. Is everybody ready? I go to kids' movies by myself. Always have after the kids grew up. I don't care. Right. Well, I mean, as a man, I think it would feel a little bit creepier. That's why I always tell. I don't know. It's been a while since I've said this, but men, when you're out in public, don't be afraid to smile like at people. Like, give them give it. You might not have the best smile. It might be like, but it's still better than us like resting. Like we don't like we're probably not angry, but just like you look angry, walking around. Like it doesn't hurt to be like, give a little. You don't even have to show your teeth. That's all you don't have to be so like. Yeah, we have to like be more conscious, I guess, of our resting angry dude face. Resting bitch face is a thing too, but that's not something I mean, I'm not going to speak on that. Ladies, you decide whether you think that's something you want to fix or not. Fix your face. No. The ultimate play experience under the lights is back. This must be, like, I don't get it. Is it indoor putting? Because I see the bowling alley right there, but they don't say anything about bowling. They just say glow night at the Putt Club. No details, but I mean, do they have mushrooms? Like they don't tell me anything here. Did they have the mushroom? Oh wait, here it is. Here's a little bit more. I didn't see that. A live DJ by MDT Productions, spinning your favorite tracks, lights that move with the music, turning every putt into a vibe. Glow balls, brighter shots, next level play, only $5 more. So they're glow bowling balls. I have to assume. I have to make assumptions here because a place called Putt Club seems like maybe they have a miniature golf. I don't know. I was just going to say interested on that one. Um, okay. Oh, we passed the 420. Cheers. It's still 420 somewhere with a broken clock. Well, I didn't have a whole lot else prepared for the show, so I think we'll probably wrap it up early. But I tell you what, we still got a lot of Kill Tony to watch. So if anybody is interested, I'll head over to the little private sesh over on Locals. Boom, boom, boom. We got to do some Got to do some raids still for the month, and I got to do. And I gotta do Vita, baby. Oh, no. I can't think of what I was gonna say. But let me do this door prize. Maybe that's what I meant. Go. Pardon me while my brain farts just a little bit. Just a glow in the dark or black light thingy. They do it here too. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's just like bowling. Could be fun. Might be able to find a friend to go with me, or just go there by myself and find friends. Like, hey, you kids here with a chaperone? Hey, did you see that? What was it, coach or something? That got caught with inappropriate messages to a minor. Oh, that's right. I said I was going to add all you all again. I try to go with my word unless I forget what I said. That might happen here and there. All right. So we're going to go backwards here. We got Alice on the Rumble. We got Brenda on the Rumble. We got Diane on the Rumble. You might look creepy at the kids' function, but as a woman, yeah, right. I feel like you could do that for sure. I'll get my ski mask ready for the raid. Yeah, we could do a raid. I got to do 5 of them, so today might be a good day. Is that everybody on the Rumble? If you're still watching on Rumble, comment below. Are you there, Kayla? I see you said haha a few minutes ago. What were you laughing at? You laughing at me? I've said nothing that I meant as a joke the whole show. Well, that's a lie. Well, that's a lie. I couldn't hold it in any longer. I tell you, it's a lie. Anyway, we've got quite a bit of hash from you. Oh, that's what I could do. I could show you all the. Oh, there she is. There she is. Hashtag ladies of WTIF. That's what I'm talking about. Kayla. Yesterday's bounty. If you saw the show, I made some bubble hash, and I'd like to show you how much I got, if I may. Let's look at it. Maybe give it a little flip. Dry it out some more. It's like a little mound of clay or something. I got you on there, Diane. A second or another time. Oh, have your medicine. That's the chunk there. Uh-oh, can't touch it. It's a little wet. I don't want to touch it. Not yet. Hey, that rhymed. I do it all the time. All right. Not too bad, I guess. Not too bad. Little chunk off of like 2 half-full Ziploc bags. I've been pretty happy with what I've been getting out of it. Although I don't think I want to grow those voluntary plants again next year. They really kind of bothered me. They're not. I don't like where they're at, but they're going to be popping up. I know they're going to pop up again. You know that. Oh, geez. Oh no, I leaked everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, flag on the play. Flag on the play. Yeah, I don't really watch football, if you couldn't tell. But I did play football a little bit. I played a season in high school. Would have played again, but I broke my back. Sort of made things, sort of put a damper on my football thoughts. Congrats again to Bean Dongo for winning the new game Doors. I don't know. Give me a personal review back. Oh, there's Rose. Okay, Rose, I got you. Give me a review. Let's do a reverse review over here today. what did you think of the game? I have some ideas. I'm going to change it up, but I thought it was fun. It wasn't super complicated, but you can't really be that complicated with a 2 hour game show. So I can go more in depth, but man, the more in depth you go, the more complicated it becomes, and the longer the game becomes. So kind of sucks. But I did think it was fun. All right, let me. I got Brenda, Alice, Diane, Kayla, and Rose, the ladies of WTIF. What's up, Peter? I received another $2,100 bill today. Okay. Wow. Pretty good, my guy. Oh, Betty and Peter, you haven't been on here even once, so I can add you on. And Betty, there you go. Hey, growing me. Is that who is that? Colin? You could just say yes or no, because I'll add you on here if I can figure out who you are. And then we can head over to hang out on locals, where we can do a watch party. I feel, it's not so much about getting in trouble, like, because I could watch party over on Rumble. I do sometimes, but I like to do a watch party on locals because I feel like the most. Uh, it's like a private sort of off the main social media apps, and it's a community, basically its own little group or a private group, more or less. And that, I don't know, to me it just feels better, feels right. Where I don't like to take a lot of I try not to take content from people. I try to be original. I try to, I mean, I'm a man of many mistakes, so don't get me wrong, but um, for the most part, I try to have integrity online with what I take from people, or with what, like, if I, like, just for instance, Thursday's game we play on Thursday, it's it's on the cover photo every week that it's inspired by another game. So, I try to give credit where credit's due. I'm not sure where that conversation started, but it had to do with whether that's Cullen on the YouTube or not. I'm not seeing a response yet, so I don't watch football anymore. It's whatever the hell is now. Yeah, it's true, Kayla. I like watching college football once in a while. Yeah, college ball might be more like legitimate, but still. Hey, there's Colin. Colin, I was playing a little bit of pistol whip today. Pistol whipping. There's no skill involved, so it's cool. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much skill involved, so maybe I could. I can't. That's the thing, though, is the more skill I add, the more people will. It seems like people get more upset because probably somebody that's just good at it. just You've been in that seat before, Brenda. Like, oh, Brenda's just winning this one every time. Well, hey, but it's not that I don't want to. Not that I shy away from the skill ones, but sometimes those take a little longer too. I can't comment on the TV YouTube. Oh, that's okay. I think I got you from earlier on the YouTube. I only watch certain teams. Yeah. Well, there's like, if you do watch, usually you got your main team, right? I'll take seeds from many. I'll take seeds from many. Way, have a great day. You too, Mama Roachee. Thanks again. Hey, before you leave, try and tell him to comment on Rumble with the actual Master Roachee Rumble account, so we can hit follow from that. All right, let's get this spinning. I think that's everybody right now. Colin, was that you on the YouTube? I think it is. I just can't remember all the names straight. If he says that is, I can add him again before I do the spin. Yeah, my other half watched a different team. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, we had that dynamic in my household growing up. It was the Bears and the Vikings. The Bears versus the Vikings was always the divide. I'm sure there were more than that, but that was one divide. And there goes Dominic lighting up the chat like it's the Super Bowl. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna use that account anymore though. Run it, boss. Oh, not using the YouTube anymore. Uh, YouTube might be the only way I'll play some of these VR games because I don't want it giving my Facebook page any strikes, and my YouTube account doesn't seem to. I don't really get strikes or anything. They just have me tucked away in some far off corner. Uh, but like a lot of these games have some good music, and I don't want to. I don't want to play, Pistol Whip live without you hearing the music. For one, that would be just weird, and for two, like that's part of the game. So for Facebook to just be on top of every single thing, like I wish I could just say I'll share the rights or whatever, but no, they give me a like a flag or whatever, flag on the play whenever I play music. They hit me yet for yesterday's show, for my show on Monday. I didn't play anyone's music but mine, and that's what's playing right now. So Facebook, if your algorithm is listening to me, beep boop, this music mine. Alice, are you here? Anyway, back to my conversation to the Facebook algorithm. Beep boop, algorithm, this music be mine. Congrats, Alice. Alice. Waiting for the delay. Oh, pow. There she is. Ladies and gentlemen. Alice also has come up recently to play in the game night, so thank you, Alice. She won last Sunday, not this recent Sunday. So congrats again on that. I think a lot of you. Oh, by the way, while a few people are still hanging out, if you want to be on the list of players, it is not a solid, like you don't get in trouble if you can't make it that week. You just get put into the lineup of yes, basically my call list of my short list of getting people to be team captains on game night. So if you are somebody that wants to play, you don't know if you're going to make it that Sunday, you can still be put on the list. Oh yeah, I forgot to put it in the back. You can still be put on the list, but I will say this: if you're someone who constantly stays on the list but then never comes through, at some point I'll probably have to give you the X. All right. Okay, for right now I have Brenda, Sheena, Chris, and Ty on that list. So if you want to be on the list to play, I'm going to be picking from that list first. So if anyone's out there and wants to be added, now is the time to tell me. I mean, literally in the next minute or so while I take this bong hit, and then I close up shop and head to locals. It's free. I do have a community that you can pay to be a member and get into game night, get into the number spin and all this stuff. But the live streams that I do over there typically are free, where we're just hanging out watching, requests, whatever you guys want to request, or just music videos and a little bit of Kill Tony. I think I'm going to be watching Kill Tony. I've been catching up with it. I don't know where we're at. I think the next, pardon me. The next episode is 752. We like to have fun, watch a couple comedians. We don't have to watch the whole thing, but we kind of break it up easily, and then we all have a little laugh and have a little toke, and it's a good time. You too, Rose. Enjoy your day. Rose, do you want to be on the list? Alice, do you want to be on the list? I wasn't sure if he'd make it. Chris and I did that, so it's already set up. Right, yeah. Yeah, so that's perfectly fine. If you don't make it, if you can't make it, I really just ask that you respond. Be like, hey, you were supposed to play today. Or can you play today? And then just crickets. Like, come on, just be like, nah, I can't make it, or whatever. I don't feel like it. Whatever you gotta say. And then I'll just put your name back to the bottom of the list. Just kind of keep it like a rotation. And then vice versa, or not vice versa, but it goes the same way likewise when you've already played. So if you are on the list and you did come through and play, you get marked. It gets marked out, and your name gets added back to the bottom of the list. Just like that. And that's why it would be important to come back if you're the winner, if you're the champion, the overall winner that week. See how that's going to make that better, or more appealing to come back as the champion. All right, you guys, I think that's it. So I plan out a day. I plan out a day. So do I, Alice. Yeah, I try. Not sure exactly what you mean by that, but we're gonna go ahead and head over to locals, which I know you can stop through if you want to explain and find out what happens in the next behind the scenes on locals. In fact, I do want to start getting some behind the scenes footage, not necessarily behind the scenes here, but when I go to events and stuff, I'm going to get some like exclusive footage for locals, for people behind the paywall, behind that $2 a month. It's going to be like it used to be when you wouldn't be playing every week unless you were champ. Right. That's what I mean, Brenda. I want to create this sort of reward, I guess, for winning the game, and you get to, that gets you to, you can kind of stay in unless you can't come back or whatever, you're busy. Anyway, see you over there, guys. We'll see you tomorrow too at 1 o'clock Central Time with myself and Tala, talking health and science and just everything along that spectrum of like, hey, what's going on with our nutrition, our bodies, our plastic in our testicles, all of that stuff we talked about last week. The story we ended on was a story about how men, if they have sex twice a week, they're less likely to have like heart disease or something like that. And so that's where we ended last week. So this week we'll start off again from the list. See you there at 1 o'clock Central Time tomorrow. Peace out, everybody. Remember, everybody's got to eat. Thanks.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Wailing the indoor farmer, check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm Waylon the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro set up, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustain, that's the mission. Growing my own, I'm not missing. Indoor farming, the hustle's real. Waylon